Hello there. Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with the more Mount Future Fight content, and we do have a few, actually a couple of runs to show in this video, and including the Blast Villain Best team with Mephisto as well as that. I showed you the other video that had Judgment. There will be a Judgment run as well in this video, but first let's look at the build for my Moonstone on my account, not my buddy sports account. It's my account. 129 attack speed. She does get 40% of the critical rate from the fifth skill here, so you only need 35% of the critical rate, which is awesome. Now, for the Urus, I only have 2 Odin's Blessings on my Moonstone right now. Last gear is rolled for Dodge, which was when I was running a Rage. So that does not matter. All skills are level 6. Power of Angry Hulk stage 12 with a mighty CDP of energy with beat down. Although PS does affect AVX, but not as much as all attack will actually help you more. Now, this is how my Mephisto looks like. 171% critical damage. He does get 10% critical rate, so everything else is maxed out. I changed the set to Overdrive from Power of Angry Hulk. But the run that I'm going to show you is actually going to be with the Power of Angry Hulk, where we were missing 9% of critical damage. Anyways, all skills are level 6, just normal Urus. Overdrive stage 12 with a CTP of Rage as well. Which is great. So you can build your Mephistos accordingly. Really easy to build the character, although it could be hard sometime because of the critical damage if you don't have a lot of critical damage from your cards. So the first one that I'm going to be showing you right now, before that, the cards, I do have 104.3% I believe energy attack on my card, so not like really crazy high, but really good. Now this run, apologies for the quality. Maybe it might actually suck because the I had to record this from the stream. I had to go back to a Twitch stream last night. If you, of course, if you have not checked out my Twitch page, definitely make sure to check out my Twitch page. We do their daily live streams on Daily Reset. It's really fun actually, the main testing, and mainly the main testing go on live streams first. So sorry for the quality, but we had this run recorded, and the run is consisting of Cyclops, which is the best leader for Mephisto if you're doing a solo run, and Ulysses Claw, because my critical damage is very low. This run is actually with the Power of Angry Hulk, not with Overdrive. So in this run I am missing 7% critical damage because I do not have that. So that's why I used actually Ulysses Claw. Although if you do have your critical damage maxed out, you can use Emma. Emma would be the best because she gives you 5.4% all attack for the team bonus. You can also use Magneto, but Magneto I think gives you 5.2 with Cyclops. Although, yeah, Emma is the best if you want to use it. You can try magic too. I'm not sure about magic though. Maybe. Anyways, so he does perform really good with the CTP of Rage as well, and I do not have crazy amount of attack, which is why I would like to say the it's weird that I have 104% energy attack on the cards, and you will see the score at the end that I'm gonna get. The the run that I showed you in the previous video, I had 2 solo runs with Moonstone as well as Mephisto as well. The run I actually got just over 8 million on that run, and you will see with my CTP of Rage here, I'm gonna get almost close to that same, or I think I'm gonna go really close to that same score with like 20% or 15% less attack on my cards, because the sports account that I showed in that video had about 120 to 124%. I think it was 120% attack. I have 104, so that's a 16% attack difference, plus the extra attack from the mighty CDP of Judgment as well. By the way, if people have been wondering which CDP is going to be best for Mephisto ABX, it is going to be a mighty CDP of Judgment. Well, basically a CDP of Judgment, but you can use Judgment in place of Rage, although it will not give you a noticeable difference. It might not give you a noticeable difference because of the fact that it needs to have a lot more, if you have a lot of more peers on the cards, maybe that way it can reflect a little bit more, because the Judgment chain hits helps a lot. And the Judgment all attack also goes up to 20% from the mighty. So if you can reforge one, I think that's gonna be amazing for Mephisto. If you don't, that's okay. You can use Rage or Judgment, anything that you want. But we are moving towards the 8 million mark. 7.8 is gonna be a really good run. I think that is a really good run actually. And we did get 7.92. That's very close to the Judgment run with 14%, 16% less attack, and the attack as well. So anyways, now the best team up. This is the best team up for your Mephisto, and actually for Blast Villain Day, I should say. This is my Moonstone, not the other, so I still have the beat down, and I have a Rage level 60, same build, 171% critical damage Mephisto, missing 30% of critical damage here. But this team up is the best, and the main and the I would say the main thing that I could suggest to you guys for better score. Of course, you need to do co-op cancel 4563 for Moonstone as we used to do every 30 seconds, just like I did. Every 30 seconds, switch to Moonstone to do the Awaken skill, and then later on switch back to Mephisto. So that is actually gonna give you the best score for sure for this day. And as you go back to Mephisto, 3 cancel 5, tier 3 4, and then 2 1. Of course, the rotation is gonna be exactly the same on every single roars as well. It's not really gonna change, and you can see the 30-minute marker is also coming really soon here. And I'm gonna switch to Moonstone again. Again, use the Awaken skill again. So you need to do the swapping, and it is, I think, the first character, if I'm not wrong, correct me. It is the first combination in ABX that we are using an awakened character along with the tier 3 skill, tier 3 character to switch play. And by the way, if you are wondering if you should be switching this, using this team if your Mephisto is not built or your Moonstone is not built on similar builds, this is still the best way to use your use blast villain team up, and it will actually get better because Mephisto is only level 60 on these accounts. So don't miss a chance of using your awaken skill. Never miss that. Of course, you will be able to cancel the rewards with your Mephisto. It's really easy to cancel, and it only the second skill is really easy to cancel right now. Maybe a few things can change when we go to the other seasons, but probably it's gonna be the silence only, because the silence is on the tier 3 skill of Mephisto. Although this is gonna be the same team up, the same way that I'm playing right now. Also, we do not have an we don't have an insight on this team up. So I think Green Goblin, you can put an insight, and the score that we are getting will improve if I had an insight, probably by 200k, maybe close to that over the score that we are gonna get. But it's really good, and the best thing about Mephisto is that you can get your tier 3 skill damage and cancel that. You might lose a lot of damage there, but because the tier 3 skill AoV is also good, you don't really miss out that much. Now, one thing to change. We'll use co-op 4-5 awakens 3. We are not gonna switch to Mephisto now, even if he comes around. Well, we will, but at the end. But it kind of is the same. You can just use it. Mephisto, for somehow, I think it's because there is no lead for Mephisto on this team up. I'm just gonna switch for the tier 3 skill. Although you can also use your Moonstone if your Moonstone is better build, but that will be extra rotation. And we just made over 8.1 million. And that's basically almost a 200k difference from the Mephisto solo run, and more than the other one as well. Now on the sports account, I do have 120% energy attack on the cards. Let's take a look at the builds for Moonstone as well. I showed you in the previous videos. You can check out if you want to. Everything is maxed out except from the critical rate, but that's okay. A bunch of Odin's blessings, 9 including the magic double energy attack Odin's blessings. 4th year old for that one. All skill, and then we have overdrive, mighty CDP of energy with the 12% of all attack. The all attack goes up to 16 to 20 actually, so that's a very low roll for that one, by the way. Anyways, and judgment as well, so it's not the best score. So again, nothing on him, just the normal Urus. The build is gonna be 171%, not 171, sorry, it's gonna be maxed out. Mighty CDP of judgment with 12% again. It can go up to 20% of all attack. All attack is better than the elemental proc or than the tap damage proc on Mephisto, by the way, and actually for, I should say, judgment for ABX. Similarly, we're gonna go do exactly the same thing. This is gonna be the highest score run that I had, at least not on my account, but at least on sports account, because Moonstone was actually built better. Definitely. And of course, the Mephisto on this account also works better. The best part about this, I'm having fun. I love it, man. Like literally, it's really good, and it's really awesome when we have meta changes. It's really amazing, but more when you do the switch plays. I know it's actually a bit more investment because you need to have 2 characters with 2 CTPs. You don't have to give those characters 2 CTPs if you do not have, of course, but you can still use it. If you don't have a judgment or a rage, you should go for Moonstone solo. That will actually do more. But this is the truth that Moonstone has been officially removed from Blast Villain meta. as a solo team up, Mephisto does better, just like Bullseye does better than Mystique, but Bullseye actually does way better than Mystique. It's not the case for that one, for those. But she's still meta for female villain, and she's still meta for this particular combo team up as well. So if you still have your Moonstone built up, you don't have to strip her off. If you have a CDP of energy, that's still gonna work great for you, because you can still use a CDP of energy. Plus, the best part about this is that you don't have to worry about the proccing for the 6 kill most of your time with the procs, because you are basically switching to Mephisto on mostly every rotation, not like crazy, but every single time you switch you have to wait a little bit, but that's okay. Now try not to miss any of the awakened skill. You will get a really good score. We are already at 6.6 million right now. I'll use the third skill because Mephisto is not there, and then he's gonna go for the roar. We'll use the fifth skill, second skill, close to Mephisto, 3 cancel 5, 6 2, and then 4. I like to use the 6 skill a lot because it gives you the accumulation. I think it's not the accumulation. Is that the accumulation? Well, this TLC skill does give you a lot more damage. Anyway, the accumulation on the fifth skill, sorry about that. But you got, you know what I mean, right? Now, for the last rower, a few things that you can do. If you don't want to switch to Mephisto, if he is not really doing that much damage after the last roar or in the 30 seconds, or maybe depending on the score that you get, it's actually better to switch to Mephisto. But if you don't want to, you can also not switch to there. And what you can do with Moonstone, because you will be thinking, hey, if I don't switch, how am I gonna cancel the roar because it's Paralysis season, right? Well, you can see we have the co-op skill extra available. You can use the co-op skill twice in the whole run. So you can cancel with the co-op skill 4, 5, awaken skill 3. And Green Goblin will strike with the 5th skill and will cancel the roar automatically. You don't have to do that. Now I do switch here because we'll have to wait for another rotation. Although I think if I do this, the normal rotation, Mephisto will do a bit better. But you can try on your own as well. But we just made 8.86 million. This is the best team for Blast Villain. I hope this video cleared some of your doubts. Even if you have a CDP of Judgment, even if you have a Rage, even if you have a Mephisto well built, even if you have your Mephisto not built at all just with a Judgment or a Rage, you can still use this. You can still use this team up and still do really great. And he's level 60. More to come. The scores will improve. And I think the Mighty needs to be rerolled on those Judgment as well. So we'll see about that, how that goes. Let me know what do you think about that, guys. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well. We do those daily live stream and at Reset daily for more new content. Whew, that was nice. We covered it, and I think it's time to give Green Goblin an insight as well. Anyways, let me know what you think about all of that, guys. And as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.